In this lesson, we'll learn what to invest. Everyone invests to make money. But the problem is, many don't even have any idea of how they're going to make money from. That's probably the biggest reasons why people lose their money. Just as Buffet said, we must invest in what we understand, to invest within our capability. Simply by investment, there are a handful of options to choose from. There are stocks, bonds, REITs, ETFs, funds, real estates, cryptocurrencies, index funds, commodities, etc. Furthermore, in each categories, there are also a lot of different selections, like there are thousands of different stocks around the world. Which one should you invest? Most of the time, we might hear someone have made a fortune by dealing with a specific product, so we just dive directly into it. And most of the time, we lose money, and it happens over and over again. Something suitable for others might not be right for you. So, let's learn more to find out the best investment target for you. All these investment products can be divided into two types: productive assets and non-productive assets. So what's a productive asset? A good example is an apple tree. If we own an apple tree, after a year we still have the tree. What's more, we might also get some apples. We can sell the apple to buy fertilizers to give the tree more nutrition, or to buy another apple tree to give us more apples to sell in the future. See, the asset can continuously bring us profits to make our wealth grow. Back to these tools, companies, or stocks, are also a productive assets. Because once we buy the stocks, we have a part of ownership of the company. If the company makes money, we can get dividends. Just like the apple. And over time, we can gradually increase our assets. On the other hand, for non-productive assets, the best example is a piece of gold. No matter how long we own it, we still and only have the gold, nothing else. Because it cannot generate other gold. Examples like this are commodities, like oil, silver, cryptocurrencies, forex, antiques, etc. All of them cannot generate extra profits. While their prices might change over time, so we can buy low and sell high to take profits. Sometimes, an asset can either be a productive and non-productive one. For instance, if you purchase the house just to live, then it's non-productive. While if you rent it to others, it becomes productive, for you can get the rent. Same can be applied to cars. If you drive yourself, it's non-productive. If you rent to others, it's productive. Therefore, the decisive factor is whether an asset can create extra money or not. So, we've understood the concept. Which type should we invest? Of course, it would be wiser to invest in productive assets. Here are some of the reasons. 1. As we can see above, for non-productive assets, we can only make money by spread. That is, buy low and sell high, for it can't generate extra profits. So if the prices goes up, we make money. But what if the prices drops? We can only wait for the prices to bounce back or sell it to afford the losses. If we wait for the prices to goes back, we are actually wasting our chances, that is, opportunity cost, for we could have invested it in other tools to earn more. On the other hand, for productive assets, we can either make money by spreads or receive the dividends. Even if we face the same situation, that is, we can't withdraw our money back, we can still get the extra profits it generates, which is a kind of passive income. Won't it be much safer and profitable? But for different tools, the profits can be different. Generally speaking, the higher the profits, the higher the risk. As we can see from the diagram, saving money in the bank is the safest, but its profit is the lowest. On the other hand, peer-to-peer has both the highest profits and risks. So we should choose our investment tools based on our ability to afford risks. It varies from person to person. 2. Easy to predict. The biggest difficulties in investing is to predict future prices. Imagine if you can predict future price 100% correct, you will be a billionaire overnight. But we never heard the story before, so it's really difficult. Of course there are certain studies about how to predict future prices, like technical analysis. But it's not always correct. And most of the time, the market is controlled by certain institutions and people. They have unlimited amount of money and experts. Do you think you are able to compete with them? Therefore, one of the greatest benefits of buying productive product is because it's much safer, for it gives extra profits, dividends. Unlike prices, the dividends are way easier to predict. Here's the dividends of Coca-Cola. We can see its dividends are pretty stable. If you want to predict next quarter's dividends, it will probably be around $0.4. So if we can combine the future dividends and the prices right now, we are more likely to make right decisions. There are specific rules on how to do the predictions, so still learn more before start. 3. Lower risk. For non-productive assets, you make money through spread. So the timing of buying and selling is of crucial importance. But as we mentioned before, predicting the price is extremely hard, even specialists can't be 100% correct. If you just randomly buy and sell, you are highly likely to lose instead of win. But for productive assets, it provides us with another protection. Even if we got held up, we can still get dividends and wait for the prices to return. For instance, if you just bought a mansion because you expect its price will go up. However, the price drops, if you rent it out, you can get monthly rent to cover the housing loans. Nonetheless, if you don't rent it out, you still have to pay the loans. What's worse, if something bad happens and you can't afford the bill anymore, what would you do? Probably you'll sell the house at lower prices. So now you have to take the losses. So this is the ultimate benefits of productive assets. Furthermore, we can reinvest our dividends, and once combined with compound interest, it will greatly reduce the amount of time to achieve our financial goals. Something can't be done with non-productive assets. Finally, let's review what we learned today. What kind of assets is the most wise to invest? 1. Between productive and non-productive assets. Productive assets provide us with more security and opportunities, creating profits for us. 2. For productive and non-productive assets, we can both make money by spread. But only productive assets can give us extra profits, that is dividends. 3. Why buying productive assets is the best option? Because productive assets can provide you with passive income, it is easier to predict future trends and comparatively lower risk.